We have some news just coming in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to go to Odisha today. First he's going to be visiting the site of the accident in Balasore, and then he will be visiting the hospital in Cuttack, where there are many patients who are getting treatment. Remember, 900 people have been injured in that terrible accident, and 280 people almost have lost their lives. The rescue work continues, is what we know. Also, the Prime Minister is to meet the survivors in the Cuttack hospital. Survivors have been taken to a handful of hospitals in nearby districts like Bhubaneswar, Cuttack. Also, Mayurbhanj, Balasore, where the accident took place. And also the Jaipur district in Odisha. Paulami Sahab breaking that big story for us, is getting us more details on that. Paulami, the Prime Minister is going to be in Balasore today. If at all you have an idea about what time is he going to be there? I know that this is fairly sketchy at this point in time now, and we might just be getting the schedule in a bit.
Well, we're expecting to get the full itinerary in a short while from now, Sneha. But what we do know at the moment is, as we've been reporting already, that the Prime Minister will in fact visit the accident site first in Balasore, after which he'll be visiting the hospital in Cuttack. That's the itinerary which has been shared at the moment. We're probably fixing all the details as the Prime Minister is scheduled to travel from Delhi to Balasore. So we are expecting that update in a short while from now. But what we do know is that he has been constantly, in fact, reviewing the situation with top officials. As far as this rail accident is concerned, he had earlier convened a meeting as well concerning the same, but realizing, of course, the gravity of the situation and the proportion of the human tragedy that we're witnessing unfold before our eyes, the Prime Minister has, in fact, decided to head towards Odisha. Directly, he will be reaching there in a few hours from now. Again, as soon as we have those details, we'll of course share that with our viewers.
So, Paulami, this comes at a time when there's been a great deal of criticism, given that the Prime Minister has really been, involved as far as the Bengaluru-Howrah Express is concerned. He's been there at the inaugurations. Now the opposition is saying that when there is a disaster, you can't, not take responsibility. The government has to explain what really went wrong. What about the Kavach, that system that you had deployed? Why couldn't it then, prevent this accident, so to speak, isn't it?
Focus of the establishment right now, Sneha, is on rescue and relief efforts, and to ensure that the injured who are being taken into various hospitals in the area, in the region, including in Cuttack, receive the best possible medical attention and aid, because that is the focus at the moment. Because as the toll keeps going up, that just that just brings more grief across the country, and of course to the families who have lost their loved ones. So the best and the most maximum number of efforts right now are concentrated in only one area, which is to rescue as many people as possible who were on these trains, and of course take them to the nearest hospitals, which are of course already inundated. But already we are hearing of various teams, medical teams that are rushing in from nearby states, as well top officials who are reaching the ground as well, in order to of course provide for the best relief efforts and coordinate the same as well, given that the size of this tragedy is quite unimaginable.
Undoubtedly. Also, the Government of India has, in fact, is extending help vis-a-vis the kind of medical services that's being provided. The Health Ministry also has, in fact, indicated that medical care, the best medical care is going to be given to those people who have been injured in this terrible accident. What else can we expect vis-a-vis help or assistance rather from the centre, given that the Prime Minister himself is now taking stock of the situation, Paulami?
Well, as far as the attention that is needed, we do know that NDRF teams are on the ground already. So the Home Ministry is of course constantly coordinating those efforts in terms of ensuring that there are maximum rescue teams on the ground, maximum boots on the ground.